Okay, so let me rewind before I get started. Here is a eco-friendly what's in my bag. Welcome to the Green Teen. My name is Katie and I'm so excited to get started with a what's in my bag video. Now I know that people are supposed to use like whatever bag they used most recently, but I want to make sure you got everything. So I have 3 different bags that I usually use. It's the people who use only one bag for every single thing. You're amazing, but you're also carrying a lot of stuff around. So in the bags that I show you today, each bag is going to show you a different way to be sustainable in the way that you consume or in the way that you use products. The best thing you can do to be a sustainable consumer is to use what you have and don't buy anything new. This backpack my dad bought before I was born, and so it is about 20 years old. Instead of buying a new one, I just asked if he had one, and he wasn't using it. So use what you already have, and chances are your parents probably have something that you could use, and you'll get points for being like, yeah, this backpack is from the 80s, 90s, no big. The best thing you can do is to use what you have, and this is true in everything. Don't buy something if you don't need it. Now, I myself really love reinventing myself with new clothes and things like that, and so the second best thing that you can do, there's another third option, it's tied. One of the 2 second best things you can do is to buy secondhand. Buy something that already exists, something that they're not creating a new product to satisfy your need. And I think that there's kind of a stigma. Well, now it's becoming very trendy to go thrifting just to find an old vintage thing that nobody has. Now we have the trend of fast fashion, meaning that there's so much cheap clothing out there that, yeah, you could go to a local store and buy something technically new, but chances are in secondhand it's gonna be better quality for a similar price or a much cheaper price. This sweater's secondhand, and almost, oh my gosh, these shorts are second. Gonna do a lookbook for you. Buy secondhand. I got this bag from a Goodwill in up northern Maine for $8. I've had it just about a year and I will probably use this bag my entire life. So the first thing you might notice about this bag is that it is leather. It is real leather. I am vegetarian, so I try to think about not only the meat that I am eating, but the meat that I'm consuming as a buyer. And I'm not always perfect about it. If I buy leather, I try to buy leather secondhand. The third way that you can be a eco-friendly consumer is to buy from an eco-friendly brand. So this is the other bag that I have used a lot over the last 3 years. The cool thing about this bag is that it is made from 95% post-consumer material, meaning that it's already been through the round once, and as I don't know exactly what this is made out of, but it's already been through the process once, and now it is back as this bag. This bag is also recyclable. It has a little recycle 5 sign down here. This brand is called Blue Q. And another cool thing that I'm learning from looking at the bottom of this bag is that 1% of the sale of this bag supports the conservation work of the Nature Conservancy. I get a lot of compliments on this bag, which I consider to be a crunchy bag, by people who don't seem crunchy at all. So, am I trendy? Is that what that means? You can't find anything in secondhand. You can't find anything you already own. Buy from a brand that is sustainable. And you would be amazed at how many eco-friendly brands there are for regular items. And that's what the whole video is about. We're going to go on to a wallet because it is by the same brand. It's by the Blue Q brand. My wallet was either lost or stolen, remains to be unclear. In general, I would have a wallet that is much more organizable, but I've been using this. Now getting into the stuff that I lug around with me everywhere. Let's start with a basic one. A water bottle. I love these water bottles because if I have a water bottle where you have to like tip your head back, it's amazing, but I don't drink nearly as much water as if I can be doing something else and just be like, I had a problem with the cap of the other one. It started to leak. and I was resigned to buying a whole new bottle, but you can just buy the cap. So there's less waste. Once again, what a theme. Life Factory is the brand. I've also been to yoga classes where other people have the same water bottle, and it makes me feel cool. Other things that I have in my bag. Burt's Bees. It's a 100% natural product, and the outer thing is recyclable. You would be amazed. I used to love and the EOS balls that you like could, and I'm 90% positive that they're not recyclable, so I'd be really bummed because I'd be getting this whole big chapstick thing and then I'd have to throw out this big wad of plastic whenever they finished. And so Burt's Bees is better because you can easily recycle them, and it's a non-natural product. Other important thing to highlight, and something that I carry around with me almost everywhere, and if I was somebody that made like empties videos, this would be my one empty. It is eco-friendly sunscreen. I was looking at a bunch of these. I'm pretty sure I settled on this one because it was like for sensitive skins, but also it was at an all-natural store, but it didn't say biodegradable on it. So the best thing you can do is to buy a biodegradable sunscreen. Here are the things it brags about. First sunscreen to pass Whole Foods premium body care requirements. No PABA, parabens, phthalates, PBA, oxybenzone, avobenzone, petroleum, dioxane, or toxic chemicals. I don't know what any of those mean, but I'll work on that. And the thing that I really care about is that there's no animal testing for this. I am looking for a new one because it takes a really long time to rub in and it makes me look even paler than I already am. However, in general, I have this in the video because I don't think sunscreen is one of those things that we grow up using and we don't realize how harmful it is on the environment, because at the end of the day we take a shower and it washes off us, or even more critical, we put sunscreen on and then we go swimming and we don't realize that the chemicals are often washing off and they are affecting the marine life in the water, the marine life. Especially if you go anywhere tropical and you go to a reef, the oils that are coming off your skin and the chemicals that are in a lot of sunscreen are really damaging to marine life. So I think it's very important that people realize that there are better sunscreens. I bought this one over other ones because it was 50 plus SPF and the other ones were like 15, and I was like, that does nothing for me. The best thing you can do for products like this, so first step is to buy a brand that has something environmentally friendly about it, anything, rather than buying a brand that doesn't even have it as any part of its platform. That's the first thing you can do. The second level would be to buy sunscreen or buy lip balm that you can get in a reusable container. And I'm still working on this as well. That's why I have these guys instead of the other ones. Hopefully, at some point I'll get to level 3, which we'll then talk about. But the second best thing you can do is to get lip balm in a reusable thing, especially like at Lush. I don't know if they sell theirs in reusable things, but you can get lip balm, or from Etsy, I'm sure you could find something online there. Get lip balm in a reusable container and then buy it from the same source in the same reusable container, because even though these are environmentally friendly brands, there's still plastic that I'm going to have to recycle. Is this not recyclable? Now the third level of way to be eco-friendly with sunscreen or with lip balm or with beauty products in general is make your own. And I'm gonna get there one day. I'm on my way there. I'm doing the best I can so far. Level 1 would be buy from a environmental brand or sustainable brand. Level 2 would be buy from a sustainable source in a reusable container. This is true about pretty much everything. And number 3 would be to make your own for lip balm or for sunscreen. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Next thing that I normally carry with me in any of the 3 bags that you just saw is a reusable container. I feel like a huge hypocrite because I did just go to the vegan fest, a vegan street fair, and I brought 2 reusable containers and didn't bring a book because I didn't have room, and then kept forgetting or they were in such a rush they would just hand me the food in plastic things. And I was like, really? Okay, there's a huge vegan street fair and yet there's still an enormous amount of garbage being created from this fair. So like, yes, we're being better to animals and cutting down our CO2 through what we eat, but at the same time, we're also just throwing containers away. I still carry with me a jar for drinks or my water bottle, or like a little, let me get it. Or I carry one of these guys around. Just bringing this with me for leftovers and stuff. That way I don't have styrofoam coming home. And I'm closer to zero waste. Next product is this guy. I always carry with me a notebook / journal. I'm constantly looking for cute notebooks that are made with recycled materials, because just because a product is eco-friendly does not mean that it has to be green. The reason I put this in is that I bought this I'm pretty sure at Target in a mad dash because I need another journal. And this is by Greenroom, and it makes me excited that at least they have remotely environmentally friendly products. I also went to Target about a year ago, and there was this entire section of the makeup section in the Target was for environmentally friendly makeup, and that felt so good because Target is a huge brand. There's not a section like that in LA, which is ironic because LA is like, oh, I'm super green. The Target that I live near doesn't have a green eco makeup section, and it irritates me. Here's the spiel by Greenroom at the back. Greenroom, 60 to 70% recycled. Our journals are made with paper containing 60 to 70% recycled fiber and printed with non-toxic soy-based ink. Warms my heart. It's not the strongest notebook, but I really recommend buying notebooks that are made with recycled paper. Just another way to be an eco-friendly consumer. Is that all? Oh, no! I saved the best for last. Okay, this product, I honestly could be a spokesperson for this product. The next product is this bad boy. Yes, it looks a little blue, but it's not. It's baby pink. No, I'm not talking about my cell phone. I'm talking about the case on my phone. This case makes me so excited. So I Googled what I was looking for. Okay, wait. Back up, story time. I had several phones throughout high school. Always recycle your phones, by the way. Not like in the bin, but like bring them in if you have an iPhone, go to an Apple store and be like, can I give you my phone? Anywho, because they changed the model of the phone, then you have to buy a new case. And so I realized that I had a stockpile of plastic cases that I couldn't do anything with. Pretty much eventually they were going to be recycled or thrown out. Most likely thrown out, just because a lot of them aren't recyclable. So I Googled compostable phone case, or recyclable phone case probably, and found, might not be pronouncing this correctly, Pela case, and that's this guy. This is actually my second case through them, and this brand is so exciting to me. This phone case is made with a plastic that breaks down, so you could compost your phone case when you need a new one. And I get compliments on this phone case, again, all the time by not crunchy people who don't realize that it is even an eco-friendly product. And the cool thing about this is that when you buy one of these phone cases, it's sent in entirely recycled packaging, and they send you a handwritten note thanking you for buying this product. Phone cases are overpriced, especially if you get one at the Apple store. So it matches those, if not being under them. It's just not like the $3 plastic ones you're gonna get at the mall. However, don't feel bad about them because this is such a great brand and it has kept my phone safe because I drop it all the time. We're going to have a tradition here at the Green Teen, which is that at the end of every episode, we will have one piece of news that you should be conscious of and one good thing to be aware of. One good piece of news. So today's piece of good news is that in Australia, specifically in New South Wales, in a national park there, spotted tree frogs were brought back from extinction. It always calms me down a little bit whenever I hear some positive story about an animal being near extinct, and then it gives me a lot of faith when people are able to bring them back from the brink of extinction. And of course, naturally, when any creature goes extinct, it's a problem because there are ecosystems in place. The article that you should read this week is a Gizmodo article, and it was published today, and it is rising sea levels could decimate Southern California beaches by 2100, which sounds far away in theory right now, but that's 83 years away, which means that our kids will be alive and well at that time. So that is the article that you should read today. And one more piece of good news, it's a special week, is that you are a capable human being who is able to make an impact on this world. So whenever you're feeling hopeless, I have good news for you, which is that you have a brain and you have morals and you have intention, and with that, you really can change the world. Thank you for watching Green Teen. Please come back next week. Bye!